if I look back at my 20s, I really disrespected my body, right? I made some very poor lifestyle choices, and I had to pay the ultimate price 2 years ago when my health was deteriorating. So you might be a man in his late 20s, his 30s or 40s watching this now. And my main message here is to pay very close attention to your health. Your health is wealth. And it's only until something goes wrong that we start to take control of our health, right? Take control of our lifestyle choices. But you don't have to wait till it's too late. But understand that there will be an ultimate price that you'll have to pay. Even if you're not paying it now, you will pay this in the future. And 2 years ago, when I was at breaking point, right, when I was 34 years old, I'm 36 now, that's when I went all in recreating myself. I rebuilt my character, I destroyed the old me, and I focused on making better lifestyle choices. And that's what's allowed me to reach the goal, right? Being in the best shape of my life right now, as you see me in this video. And not only that, all other areas of my life improving, right, as a byproduct. But yeah, man, going back to my 20s, I was literally ingesting a lot of junk food, right? I was sitting at about 25% body fat, which is considered to be obese for men. I was indulging in drugs, alcohol, partying, poor sleep, and that literally caught up to me, right? And when I look back at my 20s, I actually looked a lot more older. I was unhealthier, I was overweight. And this is coming from someone that still went to the gym 3-4 times a week, still tried to eat healthy. But I was never able to achieve my goal. I was never able to optimize my health, be in the best shape of my life, make that vision I had in my head, right, being lean, aesthetic, low body fat, a reality because of those poor lifestyle choices, those poor daily habits that I had. And little did I know that I actually was taking years of my life, right, by having those poor lifestyle choices, by ingesting the poor foods into my system, the drugs, the alcohol, the restless nights, all those things literally have taken years off my life, right? And this is something you might not be aware of, but that actually takes years off your life, right? So understand that there is a price that you'll have to pay, right? All those decisions that you've made in your 20s that have led you to where you're at right now, there'll be an ultimate price to pay, right? You're taking years of your life and you don't even know it, and you're setting yourself up for failure, not success. And again, until something goes wrong, that's when we all start to make the changes, right? But don't wait till your health is completely compromised. Don't wait till your life gets taken away from you, right? Till you go to the doctors and he tells you you've got high blood pressure, you've got to now go on medication, right? All these things are going to potentially be in your life, right, if you don't make the right lifestyle choices now, right? And it's never too late to change. As I said, I was 34 and I rebuilt my life, right? That was only 2 years ago. And that's how my life dramatically changed in all areas, but I chose to go 100% all in recreating myself. All the things I neglected in my 20s, I started to focus really deeply on in my 30s, right? That breaking point period I was at 2 years ago. Because I refused to live my 40s, my 50s, my 60s in a poor state, right? Having poor health, living a life that I wasn't happy to live, right? Having poor mental health, being on medication. I did not want to live that way, right? I've seen family members who have let their health go, who've gone obese, who've gone overweight, and they're absolutely miserable. And that's literally a wake-up call, right? And you might know people like this as well in your family or friends or whatever it might be, like those that have let themselves go, right? And they're older than you, and you can see how their life has turned out, and they're miserable, they're not happy. You don't have to be that way, right? Use other people as example. Use this video as an example, right? The way that you see me today, it wasn't always like this. I had to show up for myself. I had to change my lifestyle. I had to have the right daily habits in place in order to get to where I'm at right now, right? So understand this. You've got two choices. Either you can stay in your current shape that you're at right now, where you're not happy, where you're more than likely overweight, where you're more than likely not attracting females, you're more than likely are not striving for more in life, right? You're lacking purpose. You can either have that life, And that's only going to get harder and harder and worse for you, right? Or you can choose to go all in, optimize your health, look after yourself, rebuild the best version of you mentally, physically, spiritually. And that's only going to benefit you in the long run, right? That's only going to set you up for success. So I want you to pay very close attention, right? Again, a man that's in his late 20s, his 30s, his 40s, watching this, pay very close attention to your health and longevity, right? That's the reason why I want you to really go all in focusing on rebuilding your body, right? Rebuilding that character. Think about the health and longevity that comes with it as a byproduct. You get to live longer. You get to live stress-free. You get to live a life without getting sick. Your immune system will be so strong that you can fight off colds. You can fight off sicknesses. You won't have to be on medication. You won't have to worry about high blood pressure, bad cholesterol, going on anxiety medication, depression medication, right? You can control all these things, but just understand that the longer that you let this go, the harder it is going to be for you to recover, right? I'm not saying that you can't recover. You can, exactly like how I did. However, if you choose to ignore this and you choose to let it go, right, it's all going to catch up on you and you're going to have to pay the ultimate price. And one thing that some people, when they let it go so long, right, they let it get out of hand, their health, they can't reverse it back, right? So while you're in an opportunity to take control of your life, take control of your health, focus on optimizing that health, right? Focus on your longevity, focus on living longer, living a happier life. You've only got one life, one existence, so why not live it in the best way that you can? And it starts with your health and your longevity. Please prioritize your health and your longevity, right? Don't be someone who's naive, someone who's ego-driven, someone who thinks, oh, it's not going to happen to me, I'll deal with it when it comes, right? Why wait for things to fall apart? Why not take hold of it now? Because it is going to fall apart. It's just a matter of when, okay? It's just a matter of when. And you might have had that same mindset I did in my 20s, yeah? Oh, I'll worry about it when I'm in my 30s. Oh, I'm fine now in my 20s. You know, your testosterone's high, you feel invincible, but now that you're in your 30s, you've had a reality check, you've had a wake-up call. You look at yourself in the mirror and you actually like, you know what? I don't like what I see. I don't like the man that I've become. And you only see yourself going more and more downhill with the years to come, because that's the wake-up call we have. As men in our 30s, we generally can see that, okay, you know what? We're pretty much at that halfway point in life, right? Our life expectancy as men is 70, 75 years old in this modern day society. So you want to try and at least push that window, but not only that, you want to at least live a life where you get to be healthy, you get to live longer. You don't have to go visit the doctor so often, right? You don't have to go on medication, all these things, right? That literally scares me. I hate going to the doctors, right? I hate not being healthy. I want to make sure that I feel alive, my health, my mental well-being is all in check. So please prioritize your health and longevity, right? That's the whole point of this. That's the whole point of bringing your body fat levels down, right? You want to stay in the healthy range, get to 12 to 15%. That's the healthy range for men. So it's not all about just getting shredded, getting aesthetic, right? It's about your health and longevity, right? And the byproduct is building a lean, aesthetic body, right? From those lifestyle choices, from your daily habits. But you want to be extending your life, not taking years off your life, right? That's why I went all in, because I took years of my life, the drugs, the junk food, the poor sleep, the poor decisions. All those things have compromised, have taken years off my life. And I know this, right? I've probably taken 5 to 10 years off my life by making poor decisions, but no one really thinks about that. No one really talks about that, right? But I'm bringing this up because this is very important. This is something that you probably are turning a blind eye to, right? You know that the lifestyle that you're living is not serving you, but you're ignoring it. You're like, oh, I'll deal with it tomorrow. I'll deal with it when something bad happens. But that's the wrong approach. And just understand that you are luckier than you think. Okay, if you haven't had a scare from the doctor, even if you look like shit, even if you're sitting at 25% body fat, right, and you know that, okay, you know what, I look like shit, I feel like shit, don't wait for a scare to wake you up, right? Do something about it now. Obviously, what you see in the mirror, if you're not happy with it, you need to focus on building a better you, right? This is something that you can't neglect, okay, because it will catch up on you. Now, again, another way to optimize your health is focusing on your test levels, right? Again, your 20s, you were high on tests, or you had higher tests. But now coming to your 30s, if you're a man that's out of shape, right, you more than likely have low tests. And either way, your test levels will start to deplete as you get to your mid-30s. So understand it's very important that you optimize your test levels, right? You want to have more energy. You want to be in better moods. You want to have higher sex drive. You want to have better mental clarity. You want to have no brain fog. You want to be able to make better decisions, right? You want to be able to have better relationships. You need to make sure that you optimize your test levels, right? This is absolutely key, because your test levels are going to start to go down as you get older and older, that if you don't take care of it now in your 30s, it's going to be a lot harder for you to optimize your test levels later on. That's all I'm saying, right? And look, I'm going to do a separate video on more or less, best ways to optimize test levels. So I'll save it for that video, but personally, what I want you to focus on when it comes to optimizing your test levels, right? Obviously, firstly, you want to reduce your body fat by being in a calorie deficit and consuming the right whole foods. But more or less, to optimize test levels, you want to focus on the zinc, the vitamin D, and the magnesium, right? There's plenty of information out there on what foods to eat, what foods you might like in that category, because there's multiple different food options available, but you want to target the zinc, the vitamin D, and the magnesium, right? That's what I purely focus on. And my test levels now are through the roof. For a male that's 36 years old, I've got high sex drive, I've got good energy, good mental clarity, I've been in good mood. And that's why I'm able to also be in a relationship with a younger woman. My partner's 21 years old, I'm 36, right? And the reason why I'm able to be in a relationship with a younger woman is because I've got higher test levels, because I've taken care of myself. I look after my body. I feel healthy. I feel alive. I feel vibrant. My immune system's good. I don't feel old, right? I feel young. I feel more healthier than I was in my 20s, right? And I've got a lot of endurance now because I train twice a day, and I love to train twice a day, right? I do weightlifting. I'd also do cardio. And that's something that I've been doing for a long time now, right? So as I said to you earlier, I went all in, okay? All the areas that I neglected in my 20s, I was like, I'm not gonna have a repeat of that in my 30s, my 40s, my 50s, and my 60s. So I went all in, right? But again, key is you need to optimize your test levels, right? Because if you have low test, it's gonna affect all areas of your life, right? Your career, you're not gonna wanna strive for more. You're gonna have low energy. You're not gonna be in a good mood. You're not going to be able to be a good partner to your wife, right? You're not going to be a good father to your children because you're always going to be tired. You're not going to want to play with them. You're not going to have energy. Do you really want to live this way? Or let's say you want to have a future family, right? Or let's say you're even single right now. Don't you want to meet a woman, right? A good woman. If you want to meet a good woman, if you want to date women, if you want to date younger women, you must be optimizing your test levels. You must be optimizing your health. All these benefits are going to come with it, right? That's the byproduct of you looking after yourself. You get to have a better life. You get to have better relationships. You get to enjoy friendships. You get to network with high value individuals, right? Because you're showing up for yourself, because you're self-disciplined, because you care about your life, right? You care about rewriting that next chapter of your life. And you're only going to attract all those things that you want back into your life, right? As a byproduct. So just understand that your health is wealth, right? If your health goes, your whole life goes. You got to understand it doesn't matter how much money you have, you can't buy your health. You can't buy a physique. You have to build a physique, right? It's earned. It's earned by you showing up each and every day. It's earned by your daily lifestyle choices, your habits, the foods that you ingest, saying no to friends, saying no to alcohol, saying no to all the vices that could harm your body, right? Or have already harmed your body. It's about saying no. It's about removing all those vices, those weaknesses, and focusing on reconstructing a stronger mindset, okay? This is key. If you want to know how to get lean, if you're sick of being 25% body fat and you're like, you know what, I want to get to 12 to 15% body fat. I want to have a better life. I want to have a better career. I want to meet a woman in my life. I want to be a better father, right? I want to be a better role model to those closest around me, right? It starts with your mindset. Then it starts with the lifestyle choices, right? Which stems from your daily habits. Your daily habits are the seeds to new growth, right? To that new character. This is going to help you reconstruct a new operating system. Once the operating system is good, you can then go and achieve the goal that you want and get that goal of being 12 to 15% body fat. get that goal of being more healthier, living longer, being more vibrant, being high frequency, better energy, right? Not getting sick. It all starts with the mindset, the internal system, the belief system. You have to have that. The reason why a lot of men are not able to get lean, get healthy, get aesthetic, right, is because of that mindset, the lifestyle choices and the daily habits. And that's why I never got to where I wanted, right? In my 20s, I didn't go to the gym just for the fun of it. I wanted to look like someone that was lean, aesthetically pleasing, healthy. But at the end of the day, all my lifestyle choices were not congruent with the goal that I was wanting to achieve, right? So I never got there. And now when I look back, that's the main reason why a lot of people never get the results that they want, right? Why men don't get to the levels that they want. It's because of that mindset. It's because of their lifestyle choices. If all that is not aligned with your goal, then you're never going to get your goal. You're always going to fall off the bandwagon. You're never going to be consistent. You're going to slip up. You're going to let things slide. You're going to give in to your bad friends who invite you out to drink every weekend because they have pissed their life away, right? You need to really pay close attention to that, right? Because that operating system, once that's good, you can then go on and achieve that goal. It becomes a lot easier, right? When you remove the mess, when you reconstruct that internal character, that's when you can go achieve whatever you want. But more or less, I'm referring to, your health, the fitness component, part of this video. But more or less, it can help you in every area of your life. But if you wanted to start caring about your health, you want to start to build a lean aesthetic physique, you're sick of being overweight, you're sick of being obese at that 25% body fat percentage category, then you need to go all in. You need to step into constructing that mindset, constructing that character, and then you can achieve that goal. The goal becomes easy to achieve, right? It literally becomes easy to achieve, but the reason why you can't get there is because of those weaknesses or those barriers that are preventing you from achieving the goal, right? You need to construct the right mindset, the right lifestyle choices, the right daily habits, build that right character, right? Change that internal system, and I guarantee you will achieve the results a lot quicker, right? It won't take you a long time. I was never able to achieve it because I was lacking in those areas. I was able to get results quicker when I was at that rock bottom point 2 years ago. I was able to achieve this physique in a shorter amount of time. Why? Because I started to reconstruct my mindset. My lifestyle choices were good. My daily habits were good. I removed all the vices from my life. I removed bad friends from my life. I literally had a clear path that I could walk on, and I just showed up every day. That's all I did, man. Showed up every day. 1% better, 1% better, 1% better. And guess what? You don't know this, but invisibly, you're actually accumulating more and more momentum every day, right? By showing up for yourself. You're getting better and better. Even though you might not see in the mirror, even though you might not feel it, you're actually getting better, right? It's like it's secretly working in the background, right? So as you keep showing up 1% better each and every day, and I'm only speaking from my experience, right? How I got to where I was at, from being someone that was completely out of shape, 25% body fat, to now sitting at 12% body fat, right? That's literally what helped me get there, right? I had the right mindset, the right habits, I had the right internal system, I followed the right blueprint, and I didn't miss. I couldn't miss. And every month I was seeing more and more results that it got very contagious, that I just kept showing up for myself. And then literally 3 to 6 months went by, and I was like, wow, this is the best I've ever looked. And I just kept getting better and better and better. And how you see me to this day is my best shape that I've been in, right? So understand that you can also turn things around in a short amount of time. You don't need to live the way that you're living, right? Living a life filled with suffering, okay? Because deep down, a lot of people wear the mask on, right? They pretend to society like everything's okay, right? To their work colleagues, their friends. But deep down, when you're at home alone, you know that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you feel miserable, right? You're not happy with your life. I used to go to the beach when I was back in my 20s, I remember, right? And I would never take my top off. I would literally be so embarrassed, right? Even though I had a little bit of muscle on me, I still had a gut, right? I still had a fat stomach, and I was embarrassed, right? I was embarrassed at looking myself in the mirror. I didn't love what I saw in the mirror. And everywhere, like if I went in public settings, I'd always kind of be covered up, right? I'd either wear a baggy jumper, or if it was summer and I go to the beach with friends, I'd just wear a singlet and I'd cover myself, and I wouldn't even swim in the water. Literally, I'd just wear a singlet because I was embarrassed about the way I looked. But at the end of the day, I take full responsibility for that because that's my wrongdoing, right? That was, again, my poor lifestyle choices. The junk food that I consumed, the drugs, the alcohol, the poor sleep, the bad friends that I had in my life, all these things I'm responsible for, right? So the moment that I eliminated all of that, I was able to set a clear path. Then I could walk that path, and then I could focus on achieving my goal, right? And that's how I was able to do it. And that's literally how I did it in a short amount of time, right? Because I refuse to get sick, right, the wrong way, like as in going to the doctors, visiting the doctor, him saying, oh, you've got high blood pressure, you've got this, you've got that, you've got anxiety, you've got depression, you've potentially running the risk of getting cancer, diseases, right? I don't want to live that way. I've seen family members go out that way, and I'm not going to do that myself, right? So I'm going all in focusing on my health, my longevity. I've taken years off my life, I already know that, so it's in my interest now to just literally go all in, live as long as possible, live a happy existence. I don't know when I'm going to pass away, but what I'm going to do is focus on living as long as I can within my power, right? Whatever's within my control. And you have this as well. This is all within your control, right? You have the ability to make the right decisions. You have the ability to select the right foods, right? The right food choices. You have the ability to remove bad friends who are in your life, right? Vices that are in your life. You have the power to do this, right? It's just right now, you're at a very low point in your life, okay? And this is a breaking point, and this is literally what I went through 2 years ago, right? So if you're in this position right now, understand it's never too late to change this. I don't care, as I said, your late 20s, your 30s, your 40s, late 40s, whatever, right? Even early 50s, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's never too late to change. And I want to share this with you, right? Yesterday I was in my apartment gym training, and I'm in Thailand at the moment, and I met this lovely gentleman yesterday. He was 63 years old, and let me tell you something, right? He was in immaculate shape for his age, right? Far better shape than many 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds to this day. He was literally about 12% body fat, so he had abs showing, he was very lean, he had veins throbbing all through his body. He was training topless, just in shorts, right? And he had good skin, he had hair, and he had strong energy, he had very high confidence, he had very good charisma to his character. And we literally had a very deep and engaging conversation, right? We were talking about fitness, longevity, health, mindset, and we really got along with one another, right? We started sort of bouncing off each other's energy. And man, when I look at his age, being 63 years old, being that lean, being that ripped, wow, man, that gives me so much inspiration, motivation to keep going, right? He literally was 63, and I promise you, he looked like he was late 40s, maybe 50 years old, right? And he told me, he's like, I never used to look this way. I look better now at 63 than I did at 35, right? And I was like, wow, man, I really related to his story because I resonated with him, because my 20s was sort of similar case, right? Even though we were different ages, you know, I let myself go in my 20s. I didn't look good in my 20s. I was literally obese in my 20s, and now in my 30s, I'm in the best shape. So I really resonated with what he was saying. But again, what you could take from that is it's never too late to change, right? You could be 60 looking like you're in your late 40s, early 50s, right? You can have a youthful appearance to you, even though you might be older, right? This guy literally told me that his partner was, 38 years old? So think about it, man. Like, you have so many benefits from looking after your health. As a man, your life begins at 30, right? A lot of men are stressing out in their 30s. Your life begins now. It's up to you which path you want to walk, which path you decide to choose, right? Path of suffering or path of success. It's totally up to you. But just know that it's never too late to change, right? That story that I told you, man, if you saw this guy, I wish I took a photo of him, but if you saw this guy, he was in immaculate shape, man, immaculate shape, absolutely ripped and aesthetically pleasing, training with his top off like a G. Man, that really inspired me to keep pushing, because I want to be 60 looking like I'm my late 40s or early 50s, in shape, healthy as. And man, that guy was literally doing like full body workout. He jumped on the treadmill, started sprinting on the treadmill. He was very fit, man. So again, right, byproduct of looking after your health, you're going to be so fit. You're not going to age as quick, right? You're going to literally, you can even potentially reverse your aging, right? You can potentially reverse your aging. You literally will feel a lot better, right? You're going to feel a lot better. You're going to have a better existence, right? You're going to have better skin. You're going to have better relationships. You're going to have more charisma because you're going to feel confident. Think about it. Imagine being a man in his 30s or 40s or even 50s, looking at himself in the mirror. He's got abs. He's lean. He's like 12 to 15% body fat. Imagine the confidence that's coming out of that person, from that individual, right? That individual can literally go on any date and literally crush it, right? Think about it. You look the part. You feel the part. You know that you've showed up for yourself. You're self-disciplined, right? People can see this, right? When I look at another man's physique, I know how much respect he has for himself. It's not even about the physique, but it's more or less how much respect he has for himself. He shows up for himself. I know he says no to certain things that are going to compromise his health, his physique, right? His well-being. He says no to that. He chooses to have quiet nights in while other people decide to go get plastered on the weekend, right? It all starts with making the right decisions, and you can therefore then reach that ultimate goal. But just know that you can do this, right? I believe in you. I know you can 100% do this. If I can do it, you can do it. There's nothing more special than me to you. It's just I was willing to go all in, right? I literally focused on my future and it was going to go even more downhill. So I went all in doing everything about my health, right? Because once your health goes, you can't reverse that, right? It's irreversible. So just understand that your health is wealth. Your body's a temple. Start to respect it. And I'm telling you right now, you will literally have a much, much, much better existence as a man. Your life will be better. People will respect you. Women will respect you. People will look up to you. You'll be a role model. If you're already a father, you'll be a better husband. If you don't have a family, you're going to literally be a role model to your children, your wife, right? People are going to respect you, look up to you. It's a win-win situation. Either way, you got two choices in life. Again, you can go down that path of suffering, not do anything about your health. Go down that whole path of visiting the doctor, going on medication, or you can literally just rewrite that next chapter to be the best chapter of your life, right? Go all in, feel young, feel vibrant as a man. Start to take care of your youthfulness, right? Start to take care of your health, your mental well-being, your test levels, all these things, and watch how your life completely changes, right? As a byproduct. So look, I'm going to end this video here. I hope this woke you up to understanding that you don't have forever to make this change. You need to start acting now. It's never too late, but you need to start to get to work now as soon as possible, especially if you're in your 30s or 40s. You need to show up and you need to have that fire inside. You need to go all in, right? Start with having the right lifestyle. Start by making the right lifestyle choices, right? Having the right daily habits, cultivating a strong, unshakable mindset. And I'm telling you, you'll be able to rebuild that new character, rebuild a 2.0 version of yourself. So if you need that help, look, I can help you get there, right? This is what I help my clients do. I've done it for myself. I can help you cultivate a strong mindset. I can help you with your lifestyle choices, the daily habits, the routines. I can literally help you build that purpose again as a man, feel alive again. Get your body fat percentage down the right way. I can give you the right blueprint. You literally just follow my blueprint and I guarantee you will get the results in a short amount of time. Because there's a blueprint for everyone and their goal that they want, right? There's not just one generic blueprint. There's a specific blueprint for each and every person, their body type, right? The goal that they want. So if you want to drop body fat, you need to have the right blueprint, obviously being in a calorie deficit, but you need the right blueprint, and you don't need to go on some starvation diet and have sort of foods that you don't enjoy, right? Me personally, when I'm on a cutting diet, I eat burgers, I eat fries, I eat pizzas, pastas, right? I like to eat what I like, right? At the end of the day, I'm not going to eat chicken, broccoli, and rice. It's just too boring. So I eat sort of junk food, but I make it at home. So I make a healthy version of it, right? I'd use all healthy ingredients, all wholesome ingredients. It tastes amazing. You feel amazing after it. And yeah, you can still drop body fat. But look, I can help you all this. I can help you with the nutrition, everything. I've done it for myself. I'm helping other clients currently as we speak. But more or less, it's not really just about the fitness. It's more or less about the mindset, the daily habits, the character construction, the purpose, the lifestyle choices, all these things, right? This is what I will help you with, along with the fitness, along with the nutrition, and I can help you get there in a shorter amount of time. You just have to be willing to drop the ego and invest in yourself, and we can literally work together, right? So you can click the link down below, book a free one-to-one call with me, and I'll see if you're the right fit for the program. Also on this topic, if you're someone, look, that's in his late 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and you're watching this video and you've let yourself go, and you're in a position right now where you're not happy with your life, drop it down in the comments, all right? Because your message can literally help other people, it can inspire others, it can help others feel like they're not alone, right? You can be a voice for other people as well, just like I am, and literally share your story, right? Don't be ashamed, don't be embarrassed, right? I've been in your position before. Share your story down below. I'll respond to each and every comment, right? And don't look at it as something that you have to be embarrassed about, right? Just be open and honest and, you know, share your struggles. What are your struggles right now? What are you going through? I'd love to hear it. Drop it down below in the comment section. But yeah, look, if you like this video, give it a like. It always helps the algorithm, being a smaller channel. And yeah, if you resonate with my content, you like my content, you like what I speak about, my approach, yeah, I just literally make content on problems that I've overcome, you know, topics. I talk about topics, you know, certain pain points that I've personally overcome, pain points that my clients are going through. And I just generally want to help men become better versions of themselves, right? That's the whole point behind my channel. That's why I started this channel, essentially, right? So please, if you resonate with me, subscribe to my channel. You know, it really helps me keep making more, you know, valuable content to help men out on their self-improvement journey. But yeah, look, I'm going to end the video here. I hope you have a blessed and beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.